AITA for punching my husband's sister? I, 32F, have been married to my husband, 34M, let's call him H, for 6 years. We have a 3-year-old son together. Our relationship has always been strong and filled with trust. I have never had any problems with his family, and my family absolutely adores him. His sister, 28F, and I have always gotten along great. When I was pregnant with our first and only child, let's call him B, she started acting strange. She was always offering to help my husband with everything having to do with our son, but when it came to me, it was radio silence. I figured she didn't want to take the chance in upsetting me since my hormones were all over the place. Once my son was born, she was an amazing aunt. She was always asking my husband to watch him and keep him overnight. To be honest, the break was nice sometimes. However, after my son turned 3, she started inviting my husband and son out to do things, but would do it on a day that she knew I couldn't attend or purposely only buy 3 tickets to things. There were several times where she said she wanted to have brother and sister time. My husband started noticing that she was never asking me to go out with them anymore. He brought it to my attention, but I brushed it off. A few months after this was going on, my husband brought it to my attention again. This time, I told him that it was very hurtful for me. The next time his sister invited him somewhere, he told her that he would not be going if I was not invited. This is where she flipped. She started blowing up his phone and telling him that I do not need to be involved in everything and that they should be able to have sibling bonding time with her nephew included. He eventually blocked her to let her cool down as she would not stop blowing his phone up. I went ahead and did the same before she started with mine. About an hour later, she showed up at our front door with their parents. My son was laying down, so we stepped out front with the baby monitor in hand so she didn't start screaming inside and wake him up. She started going on and on about how she is a priority over me. I agreed as she is his immediate family, and that he would never love me like he loved her. I would hope not since she is his sister and not his wife. I didn't pay much mind to it until she said, to my best recollection, I'm the mother that B will never have because you're here. I will love him more than you could, and I love H more than you ever could. The look on my husband's face was pure rage. I will admit, I feel like I shouldn't have done it, but in that moment I saw red and punched her in her face. I heard her nose crack and she started crying. His dad is completely on my side and says that it sounds like she has feelings for H. My husband is also on my side. However, his mother says that she only meant it in an overprotective sister way and that I was out of line. I am starting to feel guilty about it. It's been 2 weeks since we spoke to his sister or mom. So, AITA? Husband has heard from father-in-law that sister-in-law doesn't think anything she said was wrong but is not pressing charges. Her nose is fine, nothing is broken,